Alright, hi everyone, welcome to another Whittle Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Whittle Witch RP, you might ask? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and we created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight we are playing D&D. This session features the Virtuous Fall, a campaign spanning across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our hero's hellish epic. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who've joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes as they stand off against the lady of the house. And we'll begin with an introduction for Haven.
Heck yeah. Alright, I'm front board and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you rarely have ever seen before. He's taller than most and stronger than most. He has light, subtly gray skin that's covered with runic tattoos and a chaotic mop of red hair and reddish-orange eyes that appear to glow like embers. Now, none of those runic tattoos that cover his skin were placed there by an artisan, or him or his family or anyone like that. No prison tattoos or anything. Instead, they appeared on their own over the years. Some have been there longer than he can remember. Most just came in gradually, kind of like fading into existence over weeks or months. However, a few showed up even quicker, usually within a few hours. Many of them seemed related to his growth or his training, like showing up as his skills with smithing improved, or he's had some lessons about the gods that were taught to him by his mum. There are others though that are like completely unrecognizable, even to his mum or the other elders. And some of them even continue to shift and change with time and season, and maybe even his mood. It's almost as if they're echoes of a different time or place.
Heck yeah. Interesting things. Let us move and learn some more interesting things about Saren.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I'll be playing Saren Starseeker. He's an Astro Elf Divine Soul Sorcerer who came from the stars and was mysteriously transported and found himself in Baldur's Gate. He's been serving and working with the less fortunate in the Outer City who have helped shelter him, and they have certainly embraced his newfound magic powers. He became entangled in a plot that went very wrong, is currently being extorted by the Flaming Fists, and they're making him hunt down some cultists. So here we are.
Here we
This
are.
this week's fun fact. Saren, while having no siblings, he does have several aunts and uncles, plus a variety of cousins. So he spent time aboard their ships with his extended family while growing up. He never really took to the arts and more jovial disposition of his parents and the religion that they had dedicated themselves to, but he still appreciated what they loved and found the ships of his family almost boring and uninteresting without the artistic flair. So he always tried to return to the Cascade with his parents as quickly as possible.
Lovely. Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Melioras?
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melior's Grin. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with snowy white hair and steely gray skin. This week's fun fact about Mel. I have a theme with my fun facts this week, so those of you tuned in to Dragonlance on Wednesday will maybe pick up on that. So, because Mel's from the Underdark, it has a complicated relationship with the sun. Uh, but she likes it, but it doesn't like her that much. So she actually finds that she's really enjoying rainy days. And I don't know if the Underdark experiences weather or not. If it does, I'm sure it's not the same as on the surface. So I don't know. Probably the first time she's really experienced rain like that before. And it's one of the few times she feels comfortable walking around with her skin exposed and not having her cloak hood up. So she finds it really freeing and really comfortable when it rains. So as much as she likes the sun, she just loves the rainy day. Fluviophile, whatever. When you love the rain.
Amazing. And then last but not least, why don't we get an introduction for Magda?
Hi, I'm Ridian, and I play Magda at the Yuan-Ti Blood Hunter. Um, yeah, fun facts. She likes watermelon.
I think we've heard this fun fact before, but that's okay.
Oh,
Oh man.
The only reason I remember is because I said that I don't like watermelon in response to it. Because
I like
that's
nectarines.
acceptable.
Okay, thank you.
There is a fruit supremacy here. But I believe that we have a situation here. As we are coming into our session, it is with uh, uh, the group of you having opened up a secret passage, and in doing so, alerted the figure that was within the hidden room. A figure that you recognize as the Duke Valenra. You see the room here lit by a pair of wrought iron candlesticks in the northeast and southeast corners, each with 9 candles casting flickering light across the claw-footed altar carved from what looks to be a single block of obsidian, with a small angel-shaped flame that erupts from its top. The gray-haired woman that was kneeling before the altar now stands, and as we see this, we are going to roll initiatives.
I didn't want to roll high.
I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, nine's good, nine's good.
Mine was on the edge between 7 and 17, and I picked the 17.
Alright, it is Melioris. You are the first to act.
I don't like that. What do I know to be the case at this point? Has Magda said anything? Has this lady said anything? What do I know right now in this moment?
I would say, from where you're at, Magda has opened the secret passage. However, whoever's inside has not made any sort of sounds yet, but is, to at least Magda's eyes, very hostile. I don't know if Magda has called out or anything, but
I think I probably said something like, uh-oh, hello.
Okay, well, I guess picking up on cues that there might be somebody we weren't maybe expecting to run into in this room, even though we all look like cultists. I think Mel is just going to take the dodge action and just kind of be on her guard. And that's her turn.
Heck yeah. It is Saren's go.
Can Saren see anything into the room?
I'd say with where you're standing, you can kind of just see that the room is kind of well lit but dark. Like, it's stone, it's not really super well lit, but it does have light in it.
I will scoot over a space or two.
Okay.
Since Haven's to my left, I'll move to my right just to see if I can see anything else from that angle, and I guess I will hold a sacred flame if anything aggressive comes out.
Okay. Haven, it is your turn.
I can't remember if I ever donned a cultist outfit or not.
You did.
Yeah, I was in the
did.
middle of putting it on.
Mm-hmm.
And can I see her then? At that angle?
I'd say just barely. Like, you know that she's in there, kind of, but you don't have, like, a clear view.
I'm gonna lean over to Magda then and kind of whisper out loud, What are you doing? Why did you lean against this wall? You're gonna piss her off.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kind of go and hide past Magda that way. Just close the door. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Sounds good. The Duke Thalamra is going to, looking at where you are, Magda, with nothing but a sneer, flicks her wrist out, and as she points at you, will cast an Eldritch Blast. With a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That'll be for 11 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Hey,
She's
remember
cheating.
our level.
I know your level. Don't worry. Her next attack roll against you is a 10.
Oh, misses.
And then it's your turn, Magda.
I go, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I could try to close the door. I'm sorry, ma'am. My mistake. I just want to. I'm gonna close the door and then step over this way.
Okay. Do you do anything else on your turn?
I would like to take the dodge action, please.
Sounds good. It is then...
Can I turn to my group going, I think the Duke's in there. Okay, and that's it.
It is Melior's. Your turn. You definitely know that there has been some sort of hostility taken here.
Okay. Mel wants to see how this shakes out. He might stay in the room and be like, stupid cultist. We need to find better help, and just go back to her prayers at that altar. So I'm just gonna zippity pip around the corner and hang out. Maybe take the dodge action again. I just don't want to be around if she comes out of that room until I know more about what's going on.
All right. Saren, it is going to be your turn.
Saren will have heard what Magda said, and he'll shut up. Then she's going to come for us. Get ready. And Saren will move back a spot and hopefully get some full cover. Maybe around that corner, but still wants to have sight to see if anything comes out so he can cast a spell, so he'll hold a Sacred Flame.
All right, sounds good. Haven, we come to your turn.
What are Philaster and Rhea doing right about now?
Rhea is protecting Philaster because Philaster is not a fighter, so they're not in the initiative.
Got it. Okay. Moving into the doorway, drawing out one of my weapons. Let me see. Which one sounds good? Let's draw my smithing hammer, which is actually a mace. And if that door opens up, I am swinging at whoever comes through.
Sounds good. On Thalamra's turn, she will open the door, which will provoke your reaction here, Haven.
Hopefully this isn't a dumb move, but I'm going for it.
Does mine go off as well?
Yes.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 will hit.
5 bludgeoning.
And it's a dexterity save.
Yes, please.
17.
Pass.
Alright. It is Thalamra's turn. And she is going to try to punch Haven.
I like this.
The first attack will miss with a 11. The second attack, however, is a 22.
That hits.
That will be for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Magda, it's your turn.
Okay, she just punched me. I go, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Please forgive us. We didn't mean to interrupt you. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, on the other side. So Magna has wait and see. Nope, 3. Okay, I'm gonna go right there. And then I would like to ready. I would like to ready an Eldritch Blast. So if she attacks any of us, I would like to cast Eldritch Blast. That'll be my turn.
So from where you stand, you do not have a clear line of sight on her.
If she comes out, then if I see her attacking and which means that I'll see her, then I will do Eldritch Blast.
So, okay. Where Haven's positioned, she cannot come through unless Haven moves. So,
right.
if you want to wait for her to do something, you'll have to need a line of sight. But from where you have it, you don't, because of the way that the blocking is.
So if before my turn, if Haven moves and Delamar comes out and attacks my people, then I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay.
That's fine. Like if you're waiting for her to come out, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It is Melioris going to be your turn.
Okay. So, literally, I think the only way I would have line of sight on her would be if I'm standing like directly behind Haven,
Currently at this point,
or
yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Either behind
So-
Haven or at like some adjacent areas to it, but you'd have to be fairly close.
Okay, I'm around the corner, so I can at least see what's happening now that it sounds like there's more of a scuffle happening. And then, if I'm not really doing anything for my turn, am I able to stow both of my scimitars, which I believe I ended the episode carrying, and then take out my bow if I'm not doing anything else on this turn?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Okay, so I'll just get myself resituated here so that I'm better positioned to be effective. And that'll be it. I'm not dropping my beloved scimitars in this sewer. Not happening. So I'm making sure these babies get stowed.
All right. Theron.
I'll get another deck save, please.
That is a 12.
That is a fail. Please take 3 radiant damage. And for my bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on Haven.
What does that do?
2 to your AC.
Ooh. How long?
Like a minute? 10 minutes, sorry.
Ooh. Extended wrestling bout.
10 minutes or until you lose concentration.
No, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna take a step back 5 feet.
Haven, it is your turn.
It's come to blows. You're a bad mother. I'm going to go into a raid because I think she's a terrible mother. Haven's tattoos will flare and his eyes will flare and he'll grow and become large. I think you said I can fit in here height-wise. Is that true?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna try and grapple her. So I think I get advantage on that check. Uh, 22.
Okay. 22 will hit. She only got a 15 to resist, so you've got her grappled.
And then I am going to drag her out into the hallway
Okay.
and into this water area. I don't know how it works with me being large. I kind of want her to be like that.
Okay. You can 100% drag her into the sewage water, for sure, if you're standing there as well.
Sure.
Alright. Then, anything else on Haven's turn?
That was action, bonus action, and movement, so I think we're good.
Alright, it is Thalamra's go, and she's going to take 2 more attacks at you, Haven, going for a punch. And the first one is a 19 to hit.
That misses now, thanks to Saren.
Alright, that will trigger Magda's held action, as she did try to attack one of your friends. Unfortunately, an 8 misses.
Oh, nuts.
A 20 to hit Haven with the second attack.
That hits, yeah.
That will be another 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Reduced to 2.
And then it is Magda's turn.
Okay, I'm going to. Excuse me for 1 second. That's not gonna really do me any good. Oh, am I gonna do something stupid? I'm gonna do something stupid. I would like to cast Armor of Agathis on myself. 5 temporary hit points. Okay, 5 cold damage. Okay. That is the. Oh, and then I take. With my free action, I take out my short sword, main hand short sword.
Okay.
That's it.
Meliors.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay. So you also get into the sewer, the sewage water.
Ugh.
You don't have to.
No, try not to, but.
I mean, if you
It's
want to
still
be
flank
on the,
position.
I mean, if you want to be not in the sewage water, you'll have to be off to the side a bit.
Oh, okay. Oh no. I'm gonna give Haven an advantage. I'll stay right there. In the sewage water.
Haven's got ways to get advantage. You're fine.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna go right there.
All right. It is going to then be Meliors. Your turn.
Is Thalamra grappled right now?
Palamra is currently grappled.
What happens to ranged weapon attack on a grappled creature?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Yeah.
I believe I am still concentrating on my Hunter's Mark, so with my bonus action, I would like to move that onto Thalamra. And then I would like to shoot her with my longbow.
Yeah.
And that's a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Cool. That's gonna be a 7 plus my Hunter's Mark. 9 points of damage. And I'm just gonna stay where I am. I like this corner. For now.
Meliors. Now that Palamra is out in the open, you would notice that at her waist, she too has a set of keys.
So I'll file that knowledge away.
It is going to then be Saren's turn.
Okay. Saren's gonna duck out and use a little guiding bolt. At first level.
Alright, let's see it.
How about a 24?
A 24 will hit.
For 13 damage. And she is glowing. He'll duck back into this little hallway here.
Alright. It is then going to come to Haven, your turn. You have advantage on the next attack roll because of the glow.
I want to try and drown her in the sewage.
It is
What?
only about 3 feet deep. You'd have to hold her down to really drown her in that. So it would be a multiple turns kind of situation. So if
What
you
would
knock
be-
her out beforehand and just leave her face down in a position like that.
True. Yeah, I don't know if I'm really totally going for the kill here, but the last time that this happened where I punched someone not going for the kill, they wound up dead and I got into this whole situation in the first place. So we'll see what happens. I guess now that I think about it too procedurally, I've got a shield in one hand and I'm grappling her in the other hand. Do I have to do like unarmed strikes then, or am I allowed to do weapon attacks?
I would say that this would be unarmed strike. You'd have to give up the grapple for it to be a weapon.
Yeah, because I know grapple's written kind of weirdly, but I always wondered about that. I got my hands full. So let's do that. She's trying to punch me. I'm just gonna kick her between the legs.
Okay.
That's still with advantage, even on unarmed strikes, right?
Correct. It's in the next attack roll.
16 to hit,
Yeah, 16 will hit.
you know, because I'm feeling frisky. Hold on. Oh no, I can't do that fire giant strike because I need to do it with a weapon and not an unarmed strike. That's cool. My fists are weapons. That's 4 bludgeoning damage.
Beautiful. Anything else from Haven?
You get the 2 points on top of
It's a good question.
I believe that's.
It says
for-
with strength weapons. I don't.
I'm going to. I'm gonna say. Because it says weapon, I'm gonna say no.
Right, just like my fire giant strike says with a melee weapon attack and not
Yeah.
an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
So yeah, no bonus action.
She is actually going to use a reaction here, though. Haven, can you make for me a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. I get advantage on those, assuming it's against an effect I can see.
I mean, she's casting a spell, so I'd say yeah.
A pair of 9s. That's an 11.
Alright, so, unfortunately, you will be taking full damage from the Hellish Rebuke. For 13 points of fire damage.
Okie dokie. Haven's looking really rough.
Alright. Thalamra's turn. Max, no. Thalamra's turn. Thalamra is going to attempt to break out of this grapple. So go ahead, roll an athletics check to see if you can keep her in.
$24.
A 24. Yeah, she only gets a 21 to try and escape, so you keep her held. And it is going to then be Magda's turn.
I go in the water. And then I take out my other weapon. And I go, I did apologize. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit her with my oh, thank God for the advantage. That's 20 to hit for a total of 8 plus 2 fire damage from my thingamajig. And then my offhand attack. Natural 20.
Okay.
That is 7 plus 6 is 13 points of piercing damage. End your turn.
I need you to make me a dexterity save as well.
Oh crap.
She got her reaction back.
Yeah, against spells and other magical effects.
This is a
this
spell.
magical- Oh, actually, I don't. Hold on. Okay. That's an amazing. That is 18.
Okay, so you'll take half damage.
No, I won't. Please don't.
So that is 19 points of fire damage on a failed save. You can take 9.
Yeah, exactly what I had, Faye. I go falling down onto the ground in a heap of.
As there is the splash behind her. Thalamra doesn't look away from Haven, and you should attend to your friend. It is then Melioras, your turn.
So, is Magda in danger of drowning in the sewage?
Magda is prone in the sewage. Yes.
Okay, I don't love that for her.
Oh, we've got a Cure Wounds from the Universe for Magda.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank you, Kimbo.
Magda, you get 1 HP from the
Okay.
Universe.
Yes, I'm up.
Wait, so she's conscious now.
She's conscious. She's still
Seems-
prone in
Okay.
the sewage, though.
So I wouldn't be super helpful trying to pull her out, but I think knowing that at least she's conscious, I'm gonna shoot the old lady. My longbow. That's 9 to hit.
A 9 will miss.
That's a big old miss.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
All right, Saren, it is your go.
Okay. Yeah, I'll poke out and get a deck save.
That is a 20.
That is a pass. I'll hide again.
Okay. Haven,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Great question. She already used her reaction.
She has.
And Magda's just like burbling in
For now.
the sewage. Got it. And I can only do unarmed strikes.
Unless
no
you stop
fun.
grappling her.
True. Go big or go home. Or just get killed. I think my friend can take care of herself. Haven's gonna let go of the grapple.
Okay.
And why not? He's gotta use reckless attacks. Draw out his hammer again. Actually, the hammer I might have had to drop.
I would
So I'm
say that if you were going in for the grapple, you could have stowed your hammer away before
Okey-dokey.
doing that.
I'm gonna draw my hammer back out
Okay.
and take a reckless swing at her. For a natural 20,
Yeah, that'll
we're
hit.
gonna add a fire giant strike on top of that as well.
All right.
So she will take. I don't like this. That's what, 4 and 6, 10, 13 bludgeoning damage, and then this fire giant strike is gonna be 16 fire damage.
And then you get an extra 2 from your rate. Yep.
That's right, thank you. And I get 2 from the rage.
As your hammer strikes out, a flame bursting upon it, there is the sound of impact against Thalamra's skull. And in the briefest moments that resist in her eyes, she spits out, "See you in hell," before she drops limp. You're no longer bound by combat.
Whoa.
I kick the body as it goes down and spit on her face. She should be ashamed to call herself a mother, let alone a duke or a regent.
I saw that she had some keys.
Yes.
There is this big shiny door we can't get through that likely has Rhea's and Blaster's stuff in it. So someone maybe fish those those keys out.
I'll lift the limp body back up and, I don't know, throw it into the room it came from. Help Magda up out of the sewage if she hasn't gotten up already.
Do we want to check out the room?
We gotta find the keys first.
I will say that there is, entering into the room, a chest in the room.
I'm sorry, I was muted earlier. I would like to go search grab her keys since I'm already dirty.
Sure.
And then I hand over the keys over to Mel. Here you go.
Okay. Hey, Saren.
Yes.
You don't happen to know prestidigitation, do you?
What do you need?
Mage hand?
Prestidigitation, see,
Oh,
Queen key, mage hand.
Nope.
No.
I
Okay.
Nope.
Afraid of getting a little bit
Well,
dirty?
is there
At
like
least you're alive.
a part of her
there's
that Salamara's
a
robe
limit,
that's
though.
not dirty?
No, she was positioned in the sewer.
Oh,
Give
great.
me the
Yeah,
damn keys.
sorry.
If you won't touch them.
I give Haven the keys.
My
Okay.
God.
So Haven has the keys. Again, there
She
is
almost killed me.
there is a chest here in the room.
Is it open?
If you would like to investigate it.
I checked for traps.
Yeah.
Is Blood Hunter just main thingy apply? Is it dead chest?
No.
Oh.
And you're standing at the altar.
Oh.
Chest does not
Well.
appear on the drawn map. It's just there.
Okay. Okay.
With a
All right,
6,
well,
you don't
yeah.
see any traps.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem locked.
Okay, I open the chest.
You see the missing gear of Rhea and Philaster.
Oh,
Nice.
hey, guys, I think I have your stuff.
Excellent. Good job, Magda.
Thank you.
Alright, so they'll go in, get everything.
Haven, Magda, are you injured?
Very much.
Yes.
Okay. Magda, stand on the other side of me.
Do
I'm
you
going to
think
do it.
it's stupid for us to take a rest?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds, but I'm going to twin it at 2nd level.
Ooh.
Sexy.
Double ooh. That's awesome.
So you both get 10 hit points.
That is a beautiful hit thingy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Saren.
Is there anything else in this room?
Would you like to
that we see?
roll an investigation?
Yes, please.
This place is
That's a natural 1.
No, nothing else that you see.
Can we check the body? Is there anything on her that's besides the key?
She doesn't seem to have much besides the 2 keys that were on her.
Okay.
2 keys, you said.
Yeah, there was 2 keys. And thank you for our donation. Looking around, you do have the obsidian altar, and there is the angel-shaped flame that erupts from its top. Yeah, it's got little infernal runes that are carved in a ring around the flame.
I read the room.
They're not anything specific, just that they are written in infernal things. Sort of like how arcane spells aren't really words, but they have the runes that make them up.
Okay. Do the runes look similar to the Was it runes around the door? Or no, that was writing
Yeah.
last time because I could read it. It was
Yeah.
those that fall can rise again or something.
Yep.
I
Okay,
think
never mind.
last time we heard the chanting. Is it louder here?
It is a little louder, yeah.
Hmm.
Investigate this wall.
Yeah.
Sure, roll me an investigation check.
Why would she be in here all on her own? Behind a secret door,
She was praying, right?
not with those cultists.
Private prayer, perhaps.
Yeah.
There is a secret entrance that you find
Oh, Mel, you're
right
so amazing.
here.
Hey guys, found a door. But I'm pretty sure it goes into the same place where that demonic chanting was coming from. So I don't know that we want to have anything to do with what's in there.
What if we throw the Duke's body in there and get them to surrender and run away?
It's a long place to get
Run
out here
away
to
to
run away.
where? The bars? The
Perhaps.
guards outside?
Well,
I heard about 6 people in there last time, right? That's what I have written down.
What
Yep.
about that devil that was still roaming the halls?
Yep.
probably
He
so.
And
might
the
be in there too.
fanatical people.
Well, we could take care of them as well, or leave this door shut.
What about this altar?
It's just got the infernal runes and the angel-like flame. That's what you see with the altar.
I want to take the Duke's body and hold it up and stick the arm or hand out into the flame to see what happens to her body.
Nothing seems to happen, suggesting that this is perhaps some sort of magical flame.
Haven, are you trying to cook her?
I'm just trying to see the nature of the flame without touching it myself.
Oh, okay. Phew.
Well, Rhea is armed.
What?
That's another sword for us if we wanted to take that fight.
Blobber chops up too. Now that his cat mom, sorry, his Tressum mom is no longer with us.
Doesn't seem to be terribly upset.
Typical cat. Although she was a bad mother, so he's probably happy to not have her around anymore.
So here's my question. I mean, we were sent here to kind of, well, we were like hired to check out the cultists and everything else, right? So do we go in there?
It would probably make the city safer.
Well, okay. What about you, Mel Haven?
Um, before we do anything, can um can I see if that second key opens up that air quotes treasure room we think is to the southwest?
I would say that one of the keys is definitely odd enough looking that it could open that door.
Yeah, you want to try
Might
it?
be
It's
stuff
not that
in there
far.
that can help us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
before we get in another site, maybe there'll be something useful in there.
Very well.
Lots of healing potions will be great. I stick my head out. Do I see anybody down the hallway?
No one.
All right.
Let's do that. Saren will
And
follow
then
Magda.
go over here. stop and stick my head over the other hallway. Nobody.
Not that you can see.
Okay, I go over here and I wait for Haven because he's got the keys.
Haven like looks back with a smirk on his face at Rhea, dangles the keys and says, "They're not going that far without these." Then I'll start following.
There's a sort of shake of her head. Alright. So, as the group of you come to the door here, Haven, do you unlock it?
Sure. I use the key that looks more unique and interesting.
Alright. So,
But I just unlock it, I don't open it.
you unlock the door.
And I step back.
Okay, do I hear anything on the other side?
You didn't hear anything before.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna look to
then
my guy. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh no.
Hold on. You're fine. I'm just going to...
I cast Thaumaturgy and the whole world blew up.
Yep. You're good. Continue on.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to make the door fling itself open.
Okay. So, as you are doing that, we are going to have to take our first ad break for the evening. So, you want, not if you want, I am going to ask that you please let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Little Witch RP. However, you can directly support us through our Ko-fi if you head to the link either on our screen or in our chat room. Donations here unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. There's a full list available on our Discord. And we will see you all very soon and see what's behind this door. Alright, we are back in action, and let's get a change of music here. As the door
Happy
opens,
music?
just a change in the ambiance. Is when you open the door here, what you see inside is a room with 4 wooden tables, 2 wooden coffers atop each one, and on the wall opposite to this now open door, a beautiful golden shield. And standing in front of that shield, an old man in plain garments, carrying a lit candlestick. He turns to face the door as soon as he hears it open, and you all would see that a shadow on the far wall doesn't match his form, but appears to be the shadow of a pudgy, horned fiend with small legs.
No.
But as you're all sort of standing here, Rhea will sort of push forward, and she is in awe. Overseer, this is Thaddeus Krieg.
Is this the person that you were looking for?
This is the High Overseer of Eltera.
And I look over at Saren.
Who can see Krieg?
Anyone looking into the room?
I just didn't know if line of sight with the doorway was blocking it.
Yeah.
So we could see that his shadow isn't him.
Mhm. He looks surprised to see Rhea here, but maybe a little cautious because, as it had been mentioned earlier, you do all look like cultists.
Yeah.
Can I roll a vibe check on that shield to see if it's the one that we think has a devil in it?
Uh, sure, roll for me an insight check.
15.
It is a shield. It could be the one that holds a demon in it, but hard to say for sure from where you stand. But it was kept behind a locked door.
What
Saren,
did?
Yes.
Go ahead.
uh, as this is happening, because I'm assuming you guys have all kind of moved towards the room now, if not actually entered it.
Yeah, Saren had entered.
So, Saren, you hear something. As you enter in, and hopefully it works. The voice didn't come through. Oh, here it is. Saren, you are the only one that heard that voice.
Saren's looking around.
You only see this figure, Thaddeus Krieg, and your companions.
And it was very clear. It wasn't. I couldn't have mistaken it for anything.
You definitely heard a voice. It
Take
seemed
another.
telepathic, however.
Take another step forward. I just heard a voice speak to me.
I would not be surprised, Thaddeus will say. We are in a wretched place. There are many things that have been going on here.
And how many of them did you bring into being?
None. I am a prisoner here. I was captured after my arrival in Baldur's Gate.
Saren was kind of look back at Rhea. Rhea can see the shadow too, right? On the wall?
She can.
Saren will just kind of gesture with his sword up at the shadow. And then how do you explain that?
Perhaps some sort of affliction, and Rhea will stand step closer to Thavius and turn to you. You cannot address him as some sort of criminal. The High Overseer is meant to protect Elturel.
Excuse me. Sarah, didn't the other person said that he wanted power and he sold his soul to the devil? Did he say that?
Yeah, Fallister, get in here.
Baldur just sort of strolls in.
Rhea, you heard Fallister's accusations.
Accusations of someone who is not of Elturel. You do not understand the holy city. They are baseless.
And then what do you make of that shadow, do you think?
Magic does strange things. I do not know of it, but I trust Thavius.
And Mel look at Fabius and say in Infernal, who are you really?
As you speak, he looks to you and there's a look of confusion on his face.
Can I insight his look of confusion?
You can.
Can I do the same? And does Hunter's Bane apply?
Like,
Hunter's Bane does not apply. I don't believe Hunter's Bane works on insight checks.
No, it doesn't. I just wanted to say that out loud.
You wanted to get information is what you wanted.
And that too. But I wanted Shay to be here in spirit.
Melioris, with an 18 on your insight check, you can tell that this is a false confusion. He's putting on a show.
Mel will say in common, "That's a really good actor. I'm actually quite impressed."
Is he faking it?
I am unsure what you are speaking of.
Did you let Alteral fall?
I admit that I was not there in her time of need, but no. I was unfortunately away at a parish a few miles outside of the city when it fell. It was a tragedy.
Because you were making a deal with the devil or a demon for power?
No. Lies, I assure you. Rumors.
Well, then you won't be concerned about us opening this, and then Saren will produce the box.
Roll a insight check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah, do that.
Why'd you say it like that?
Say it like what?
I got a 12.
You are able to open it. You are welcome to. There's nothing I particularly attached to in that. It was something that fell into my hands as a high overseer of Elturel.
Saren will turn to Rhea. Rhea, look at the shadow on the wall. It's not magic. Look where he is. Look what we've seen. He sold your city out.
No, he is not. He is innocent of these claims. There's very strange things that happen with people's shadows. I have heard these stories. This is not enough for whatever rumors you believe. I believe my high overseer.
He understood what I said, and he's pretending to be a confused old man. The evidence is stacking up. I know you don't want to believe it, but
Am I to believe you then a demon for speaking such infernal tongues? Is that the evidence you are putting out there?
it's not that he understood the language. It's that he understood the language but is lying saying that he didn't. I'm putting evidence in front of you that he's lying to us and hiding things as part of this conversation.
You approach with swords drawn and judgments already bared, and you think he would not wish to protect himself, to hide from your damnations?
Speaking of protecting himself, is he like armed or armored or anything? Like, did they lock him in here with his gear? Supposedly lock him in here?
He does not seem to have any armor, but he does seem to have a mace nearby.
Nearby, like on his person or just like on one of the tables?
Nearby on his person, close
Okay.
to hand reaching.
Why wouldn't they lock him up with the rest of you? Why is he in this special secreted room with an even more well-guarded key?
If you would allow me a moment to speak, I was captured by Thalamra herself on her orders. Her family acquired this celestial shield, and I was forcefully volunteered to investigate the properties.
Saren's gonna walk up and look at the shield.
I'm curious about the shield.
Saren, as you walk up and look to the shield, it is again this beautiful gold. And let me get you a picture of it. And
Nice.
Saren, you hear that voice again. The one that you had heard before. You, one of the stars. I am the Hidden Lord, and I have powers that can assist you.
Is it very obviously coming from the shield?
Hard to say for sure. It is a telepathic connection. But you did hear this voice as you were looking closer at the shield.
Saren will turn back to everyone. I heard the voice again. I feel like it's coming from the shield. It said it's the hidden lord and that it has powers that can be helpful. Yeah,
Demonic artifacts.
right. Celestial shield. Is that right, Davius?
It is what I was told.
Then how did Fallister know that
Do you
this
think
contains a demon? Or a devil?
You believe any rapscallion that tells you one tale.
You think his information is worse than what the Van Thampers might have?
You speak to a celestial, you hear in your mind, Saren.
Did the voice change?
No, it's the same voice.
Well, now the shield says it's the celestial. It can hear. It knows what it's doing. I don't like it.
aren't devil celestials one?
You waste time playing these games. I am in need of assistance as you are. This need not be something to fear.
Can I do a history check? And does Hunter's Pain apply?
What are you trying to do a history check for?
Do I know of this shield? Have I heard about this shield?
No, this is something new to you.
Okay.
If it's celestial in origin, does it appear to have any iconography on it that would tie it to a particular deity?
Not that you can see, but not all celestials are tied to deities. Starwalker. Traveler from beyond. There is a society that seeks the shield that I am held within. Their purposes are for ill and malice. It will only be time before I am found. Take me from this place, and upon your travels, and I will help you.
Now it wants us to take the shield and keep it from some society that's searching from it. Why would a celestial call itself a hidden lord? That seems strange.
I have a question. I was just wondering. Well, we don't want to probably leave it here, though, right? So we should take it?
Perhaps, but I'm still concerned about this one, pointing at Krieg.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he's nice. I think if Mel is right, I believe Mel. If Mel says he's lying, then he's lying.
Saren's gonna take a sigh and step towards Thavius, sword put away, and just kind of grab his clothes and see if it's real clothes or if there's some sort of illusion here that would make the shadow cast on the wall.
I want you to roll for me a athletics check to grab him.
I need to read something. Alright. That's an 8.
You're unable to get a hold of him, but from what you're able to feel in the brief sensation is that it is not an illusion, but then you have Rhea's sword drawn and pointed at you. Do not make another attempt for him.
Look at the shadow being cast, Rhea.
I have told you that is not a damning evidence. If you know him to be evil, Give your proof.
I have a question, Red. Have you ever spoken to him before? How well do you know this guy?
He is the leader of Elturel. He has guarded us and kept us safe. I would believe his word if he told me he was evil, but he is not. It seems that you may have to convince Rhea of this. She does not seem to be so easily swayed. She has a strong faith in her leader.
Rhea, do you think it's just a coincidence that he was missing from the city when it fell?
Is it a coincidence that I was missing from the city when it fell?
No.
Then why not?
You're not its leader.
Either way, he failed.
Has he failed the city?
Failures can be redeemed. He is here. He is alive. He can help Elturel.
Yeah, but he hasn't said that though.
Why did he come here, not return to the city, or at least to help the people that were traveling here? There's been refugees flooding in for weeks. Don't you think he would have been greeted as some sort of leader by those people, or at the gates even?
Elturel and Baldur's Gate are not those of close bonds. She looks over to Kree and back to you all. I trust that he has done what he's been necessary.
He hid like a coward? Is that the leader you know and respect?
Why is he here, Rhea, in the middle of a cultist den, in the middle of people who worship fiends, perfectly armored and fully equipped? If he was brought here against his will and forced to investigate this item, why does he have all his stuff?
He's no prisoner. He has a
Like he
weapon.
was here by choice.
Rhea, they are trying to turn you against me. You are a Hellrider. You know the importance of such a station. The history. Too Elturel proud here, Rhea.
And what deity do you follow, Davius?
I am a priest of Tuol.
And what symbol is that? Rhea, what's the symbol for that?
It's a gauntlet. The right hand.
Isn't that what we found in those living quarters?
Yes, it is. And she has it, takes it off and holds it out. It is yours. I've been safeguarding it.
Rhea, that was no prison. They have a prison. He's a guest here.
Why doesn't he
Prisons.
put it on then?
Yeah, why wouldn't he be wearing it? Those are his quarters. No prison. Why would they give a prisoner a weapon? He was either invited or something else. Why wasn't
Anyone,
he rotting in a cell next to you?
anyone wants to roll a insight check here?
Oh no, I got a natural one.
Oh no!
Make him put on the gauntlet.
Saren and Magda. Avius has not reached for the offered amulet. In fact, as each of you are saying things, his glare grows ever heavy, infuriated, but a quiet burning. He's not outwardly lashing out.
Um, okay. You know what? Why don't you take your symbol? Hold it.
Put it on him, Rhea.
Yeah. It wouldn't harm him, right? Because he's a believer.
Saren's gonna take a step away from it.
It is yours.
Was around without their holy symbol.
Krieg will take the amulet and place it over his head and readjust it in the sensor. And Rhea gives a look of it's fiery, but will turn back towards Krieg and please, Overseer, if they are to be swayed away from these accusations, bestow upon them a blessing, some healing. I know that you are capable of such.
Yeah, I could use some healing.
I am unfortunately drained currently. The investigations into the shield have been most arduous.
Their excuses,
What do
Rhea.
you use as your spellcasting focus? I would think a priest would use their holy symbol, but that was not here.
Their excuses, Rhea. He wasn't wearing it because he no longer follows his religion. It was put aside out of shame.
Roll a persuasion check.
20.
It's strange. Rhea almost cracks, becomes hollow as the different around spellcasting, the lack of a focus, the inability to do even what to her is the most basic of blessings. It's perhaps a step in the right direction. But Thavius is growing in anger and his hand moves for the mace. Does anyone do anything as you see this?
His hand goes towards his mace.
His hand is going towards his mace.
I go ahead and no. Drop the mace. Drop the mace. And I take out my short sword.
Who is he looking at when he's drawing this mace?
Saren.
Then Haven's drawing a javelin and staring directly at Krieg.
Saren's shooting.
Mel will raise her bow as well.
Saren's not doing anything aggressive yet, but he's looking over and shout, Rhea, you see what we all see.
Her eyes are wide. Her mouth hanging open. She is, it seems, in a disbelieving shock.
Saren's looking for some kind of, not necessarily like an approval to make him stop, but a lack of discipline, I guess.
Her blade is no longer held quite at the same ready. It's more limp at her side. Interpret that as you will.
What's he doing?
He's paused now, but his hand is full on the hilt of his weapon, but he is recognized that other people have weapons trained on him.
Confess, Davius. Make this easier on yourself.
Give an intimidation roll.
You have advantage from all the weapons pointed at him.
That's a 9.
There is nothing to confess.
With Rhea's sword down.
Mel.
Go ahead, Mel.
Oh, I was just gonna say Mel kind of wants to provoke him a little bit to see if he snaps. So I think she would switch back to Infernal and still having her bow trained on him, she would say, there is a special place reserved for you in the deepest pit of the hells for what you did to the people you were supposed to protect.
Saren, since you are so close to him, you would notice the briefest change in his face. It's a flicking of his eyes after Melior speaks to the shield, and then back to you. He seems to be doing some sort of calculation in his mind, perhaps weighing options, before he grits his teeth. And we are going to roll initiative as he actually raises his weapon.
Ooh.
Great guy. Natural 20.
Story dice.
Alrighty. So, that is going to be... First, Mel.
Oh no, please stop hurting me. Stop.
And then we've got Magda. Haven, then Saren, and then Fabius. So, Magda, or no, Melioris, you're the first to act.
Yes. Mel uses her bonus action to move Hunter's Mark onto Xavier,
Okay,
and then she shoots them with her longbow,
alright.
I haven't
and that's
done
a
anything
23 to hit.
wrong.
23 will hit.
Cool, cool.
So
That's
is
gonna
how
be
you
6
want it, is it?
plus
I can help you. No, stop.
plus 4 is 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna make my Dread Ambusher strike and attack him again.
Yeah, go for it.
That's unfortunately just an 11.
An 11 will hit this guy.
Oh, fabulous. Well then, he has got extra damage coming in. From Hunter's Mark and my D8 for Dread Ambusher, so that's gonna be another 14 points of damage.
Alright, nice. Anything else?
Nope.
Don't hurt me anymore.
I am posted up in this corner.
Alright, Magda, it is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move right here. And I'm gonna go. You've betrayed your people. And I take out my offhand and I'm gonna go ahead and take swings at him. First with my short sword. In my main hand. That is 19 to hit. For a total of 5 piercing. And 1 fire damage. And with my offhand, it's natural 20.
Okay.
And that is, okay, 7 plus 6 is 12 points of damage. End of turn.
Alright,
So this is how you want it, is it? Oh, please. I haven't
with
done
that,
anything wrong.
it is Haven, your turn.
What's Rhea's reaction to all of this so far?
Ray is still in that sort of disbelief. She's in that state of shock.
So the weapon is not ready.
No.
Okay. Wait. Where's Magda? You
Magda
may-
would have had to run in because she was taking melee attacks.
Yeah, my map, she's still off to the left. I don't know if I didn't need to reload.
Yeah, she moved to the right.
There we go. Is Krieg still eyeing up Saren?
Oh yeah.
Haven's gonna move down and interpose himself between Saren and Krieg and take the dodge action. Just stare at
Actually
Krieg.
be right there. Staring at Krieg, it is going to be Saren's turn. What would you like to do?
Saren's gonna draw his sword back out and move over. Would I get flanking?
Not from Rhea,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay, that's fair. Well, I'll just kind of keep his gaze. What a disappointment to your people, and I'll swing at him.
Go for it.
Wow.
It's a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's max damage of 8.
Saren, would you like to paint a picture here?
You kind of just imagine he's feeling himself kind of surrounded, and Saren will say what he said, and I don't even know if he's trying to stop the attacks, and Saren will just go right in the chest.
There is that sort of burning look of hatred as your blade sinks into the chest before Fabius Krieg falls to his knees and slumps over no more.
What does his body change at all?
No,
Okay.
he's not a fiend.
Okay. Out of curiosity, uh, uh, what happens to the puzzle box?
The puzzle box is a puzzle box.
Alistair.
As I said, I need to bring that to a colleague of mine who has got into the whole investigation here. She's not
When
here.
you say that you mean the puzzle box or the body?
The puzzle box.
Oh, okay.
You were the ones that were after this whole Krieg situation. I need the puzzle box to get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Can I investigate his body? Does he have anything else on him?
Besides his mace, just really his robes, he seemed to be comfortable here.
What about his actual body?
His actual body is
Like, no
what
weird
you saw.
runes or okay.
Nothing. Yeah, he is as you saw him.
What does the mace look like?
A little bloodied, like it's been used before.
Does it look? Is it a fancy one? Is it a run-of-the-mill one?
It's fairly run of the
Does it
mill.
look
Maybe
demonic?
a little fancy since he was a priest, but
Do you want it? I pick it up and I go, oh, and then I wipe the blood on the dead guy's robe and I hold it out to Mel. Do you want it?
I don't think there was any blood. I don't think he hit
No,
anyone.
Oh,
not particularly.
dried blood.
I just wanted to know what it looked like.
okay. What are we gonna do with the shield?
We'll sort that in a moment.
I-
Aaron's gonna step over his body to Rhea. Rhea, I'm sorry. I know this isn't what you expected.
She nods. It's a I may need a bit of time to process this information.
Take the time you need. Saren will take that holy symbol off of Davius and give it to Rhea. I hope he was the man that you thought he was at some point. Maybe this will be a remembrance of that.
Her fist closes around the gauntlet of Torm. Do wish to remind you that there are 8 coffers here along the
Yeah,
table.
there are.
Oh, we're
Yeah, I
getting
was eyeing them.
Oh, I hate coffer number 1 already.
well. We're in the treasure room. Should we take a look around? Saren's searching.
The coffers are all unlocked. The first one has what looks to be about 30 electrum ingots.
Oh, your favorite.
I hate it.
You could have just changed it, but that's so funny.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be authentic to this. There's 30
You
electrum.
wouldn't know.
I know,
You'd
but
be
I
the
would.
only one that knows.
I would, and it would stare me in the face that it's like I got the better of you.
Faye, take an inspiration for that. You've worked through your demons.
I'm gonna yeet them off the
Character
side of the
development.
lantern and sink to the bottom of the ocean. So each electrum ingot is about 10 gold pieces. The next 3 coffers 2, 3, and 4, all have 100 gold pieces each. In the 5th coffer, you find a broken looks to be ceremonial dagger. It is a curved ivory blade that bears draconic runes upon it. Does anyone speak draconic?
Nope.
No one knows what it
I do
says.
not.
The second part of the broken dagger is a bone hilt that is wrapped in leather strips and studded with gemstones. The next two coffers, 6 and 7, also have coin in them, 100 platinum pieces each. And then the last coffer, coffer 8, has 20 azurite gemstones within it.
Is anyone else nervous about these draconic things?
Do you think those cultists gonna come to us again and says, "Hey, you have our stuff"?
Perhaps.
I didn't like them.
The first cultists that came to us were from Tiamat, right?
Right outside
Yeah.
the bathhouse once we exited that dungeon.
I wouldn't know if Tiamat would be involved here with these devils directly. Or is Tiamat like overlord of all the hells?
Tiamat has, you actually know, why don't we do this? Roll me a religion check.
I think I know the answer to this, but I don't know if Mel does.
Is this does the
Oh, maybe she
hunter
does.
hunters being applied?
No? Tiamat's not a devil fiend or undead. Or fae, or whatever it is. It is going to be, Meliors knows this, and Meliors knows this. Tiamat resides in a portion of Avernus, but doesn't have full control over the domain. That is contention, but is content to sit in her part for now as the blood war continues.
Yeah, I would explain that. I would explain that to the rest of them, and we know that the cultists in the other room were chanting praises to Zariel, who I believe is the archdevil in Avernus, which is where Tiamat resides. So there's definitely a link here.
Well, and
So well, maybe this stuff's part of a horde. Hard to say.
those death cultists were working with the Van Thampers, so they had part of the Dragon Horde. Maybe this is another piece. I think maybe we leave the dagger and the bone hilt at least, and if someone comes asking for stuff, we can either not give it to them or give it to them.
They smelled it last time though, or something, didn't they? We had to hand over all of the
Yeah, it was
gold and silver and copper.
a crown and a mask and some quite a bit of coin, but
Yeah. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
I vote that we leave the dagger and the hilt and see how our luck goes with the coin. Maybe we could leave the gemstones. I think they had gemstones last time as well.
I think you're right.
Also, what
All
the
the
hell are
guys,
these?
we can take the gold. We just need to make sure we spend it right away so that we don't have it anymore.
What if we go and
Some
exchange it
shopkeeper
all?
now smells like the horde.
Go exchange it all for silver pieces.
Money laundering operation here.
So take the coin, but leave the gemstones and dagger and hilt.
I mean, I trust you guys.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that dagger.
Now, what are we gonna do about the shield?
Right.
I don't want to leave it here with these guys, but I also don't want to have much to do with it.
Saren will take it off the wall. How heavy is it?
It is
2 pounds.
Probably too heavy for Saren to comfortably carry.
mm, no, I don't think so at all, actually. Let me
2
double
pounds.
check.
You notice I didn't get a bonus on that longsword strike. Just the die.
I'm just checking something here real
Thanks, Faye.
quick. Just because you might not have faith in yourself, your DM has faith in you.
Does she though?
I do. I do have faith in you. I would say that this is about the same weight as a standard shield, so 6 pounds. It's about as heavy as a small baby.
Less than a small baby. Can I, whatever Krieg is wearing, can I get off the top layer?
He's only wearing simple robes, so
Yeah, I'm gonna take off his simple robe.
cool.
Y'all are desecrating this body. This is great.
Yep.
He's
Saren,
left in his skivvies.
Saren, can I see the shield? I want to wrap it up.
Sure.
I wrap it up. Do you want to carry it or you want me to carry it?
So the robes don't quite fit over the shield in a way that
I'm gonna cut it.
so cutting it won't make it a lot easier unless you sew it. So
Can I
like
take-
Can't go. Okay, go ahead.
Can I take off my robe and then we'll cover it with 2 robes?
sure, if you want to do that.
We'll cover it
What
with
does
2 robes.
Saren look like underneath his robe?
Well, he still has his regular clothes on.
Oh, you're talking about the cultist robe. Okay.
Yeah, the disguise robe. Thanks for asking, though.
Damn, Magda's thirsty.
Well, you know, Saren has been helping her out a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it in the robe, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just carry it on my back.
Alright, do you have a backpack that you're already on your back?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and just put the shield on my back. Oh, yeah, I have a backpack. I'll go ahead and attach it to my backpack.
Alright. Turtle shell it around, I guess.
It's, you know, I miss playing a turtle.
Alright. So, as you guys are moving, Fallister, looks over. You know, I think my friend would also be interested in taking a look at that shield. I know that I was after the puzzle box originally, but you're hearing weird things. She knows a thing or two about that.
I certainly seem to be hearing weird things.
This is your friend in Candlekeep still?
Brendan Candlekeep, yeah. Sylvira, her name is.
Well, I think it makes sense to go that direction next, with at least with the puzzle box and perhaps the shield as well.
Yeah, well, before we head out all the way to Candlekeep, since that's a bit of a trek, I do have a place in Little Calamshire, just in Outer City. We could take a stop there. I can sort of grab my things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go shopping before we go, though?
I don't know
Yeah.
that this is a
I
time.
second that.
I don't know that this is a time of day for shopping based on my general understanding of it. It's hard to tell in a dungeon, but I'm
Well,
sure if you've got business to attend to.
Yeah. We'll meet up tomorrow. Like tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night.
All right.
We can do that before we leave Magda, but I think we've got to get out of this dungeon first.
Oh, yes, obviously. Sorry.
Correct. And it's at this point that we'll be having our ad break. So stick around. We'll be back. All right. And our stream is back up after being dropped, but that does mean that we will have ads coming up here very shortly. So, just gonna keep an eye on that. But well, we're trying to get out of the Van Thamper estate, or at least the dungeons beneath it.
Shall we take care of those cultists chanting?
I mean, we're a little bit beat up, but our job was to come here and defeat some cultists.
Yeah, perhaps we can lure them in lower numbers into the Duke's chamber.
Interesting idea.
Yeah, we could all hide out in the hallway. When most of dressed like cultists, one of us could open. Oh my god, the Duke! What happened? And then they'll all rush in, and then we can pop in from the hallway.
I think as long as we're not spending excessive time in the hallway, I'm still worried about that one devil that was patrolling around. Rhea, are you able to fight with us?
I can try.
Will you?
I will not let unnecessary harm come to others.
Very well.
And we do have an ad break coming up here, so stick around. We'll be right back. Sorry about the drop, but we'll see you guys very soon. All right, we're back. Hopefully, we won't have any more tech hiccups. But we're talking about taking out more cultists.
Do you want me to draw them through the Duke's room and we can take them there?
You're not. You don't look like them right now, though, do you?
Right. Someone can open that door into that room and point me out and say seize
Or I
him or
could
something.
say, I was looking for the bathroom.
It seemed to be a pretty important room. I'm not sure if anyone would get lost and end up there, especially through the secret room into the Duke's private sanctum.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, you sure you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Well, I'm just gonna stand in the doorway where they might be able to see me, and then everyone else can stand on the side.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, cool. Well, let's head that way.
I can drop some caltrops at the door for when they come through.
Okay. The Saren's gonna stand right here.
What could possibly go wrong?
How long has it been? Has it been 10 minutes, Faye?
Since when?
since we killed the Duke?
I would say so, based on
Okay.
how much you've been talking to people.
I took my +2 AC off.
Cool. All right. So Haven,
Would
do you have?
my hunter's mark still be up while we're on the subject of time passage? I feel like I cast it either before we came downstairs or like right when we got downstairs and the devils burst out of the boxes. I can't remember exactly.
I feel like your disguise was before making yourself look like the
Mate.
maid, and then it was after the devil fight that you got the thing. So I would say you're getting close to the end. Just based on how much time has passed, puts you at about 10 more minutes left on your hunter's mark.
So Haven, would you like to slide that door, and then do the caltrops, and then someone can shout, "We have an intruder," and I'll just stand here, not in a disguise.
I was gonna put the caltrops right to my right, so when they come in, they
Perfect.
have to step on them.
Okay.
It'll work on at least one of them.
And I will say, just to make sure that you guys have this information, that chat has provided you with a +1 bonus to your AC.
Thank you.
Yay!
I mean, in some ways, we kind of still look like cultists, so Gambu's not wrong.
Some of you look like cultists. Alright, so, what are we doing?
Spreading some caltrops on the floor to the right of me.
How much ground does your caltrops cover? It should say in your
It,
item description.
it says you can spread the bag to cover a square area 5 feet on a side.
Okay, so
Any creature that enters the area must succeed on a DC 15 Dex save or stop moving and take 1 piercing damage. Oh. And if they take the damage, it reduces their walking speed by 10 until they regain 1 hit point.
okay.
But if they move through at half speed, they don't make the save.
Do your
Really like
caltrops
walking
look like Legos or T4s?
Where did we get the caltrops?
No, what does your caltrops look like? Do they
Oh,
look like T4s or do they look like Legos?
They should look like jacks. Like
they
pickup
look like
jacks.
whatever like
Ooh.
demons have because Haven didn't pick them right. We found them somewhere. So I don't get to choose. DM gets to choose. So I guess they're jacks.
Why not? Alright,
All right, whatever comes through that door, blast it, and Saren's gonna ready a sacred flame for whatever he sees on the other side of that door once it's open.
Do we have the Duke's body in line of sight of the doorway? Or is it...
I mean, you were the one that was throwing it around near the altar. I'll let you decide that.
Oh yeah, I was asking the crew with the plan.
Um,
Why don't we? Go ahead.
sure, we'll put the Duke's body right in front of me.
Oh my god.
So I'm standing there,
Thank
sword
you,
out,
Bernice.
magic channeling in the other hand, ready to go.
This is very believable.
All right, slide the door.
All right.
Door slides open.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to open the door,
Oh,
and then thaumaturgy to make my voice a bit louder and say, "Quick, intruders! They've got the Duke!"
Cool. So, as you call forth for intruders opening this door, there are cultists that come running.
can I see that one directly in front of me?
You can.
I would blast it as soon as I saw it.
Sure thing.
Is it too late to have prepped something?
What were you considering prepping?
Well, I'm just thinking that Mel would have expected this to be closer encounter than it has been, and she probably would have swapped her scimitars for her longbow.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
You
So, we're gonna roll initiatives. And get
Oh
this
god.
show.
Well, I got my natural 20 last time, and my natural 1 this time.
Feast or famine.
So we've got Am and Am. Alright, so Saren gets to go first. After Saren, it will be Magda. Then our Devil. Then it will be Haven, Mel, and the cultists. So, Saren, first to act. What is going on?
Sacred Flame, guy right in front of me.
Reed, your mic's open.
That is a 14.
Nothing happens.
Alright. Anything else?
I will shout, I've slain the Duke. That's it.
Get him!
Magda, it is your turn.
I would like to stand right here, and anybody that goes through, I would like to attack, please. I got both of my weapons out.
Okay. Our Devil is going to go next. 2, 3, 4. And, he's going to... Actually... He's going to stay right there. And... Saren... He's going to throw fire at you.
Uh-oh.
A 12 to hit.
Meets a beats it.
That will be for 8 points of fire damage. Alright.
One?
To Saren.
Or did you get a +1 to your AC with the chat?
That was what made it meet it. It was hitting, yeah.
He's not very dexterous, is he?
No, it's level 3, man, give me a break.
And then
We'll get there.
he will take the attempt to strike at Mel. That's going to be a little bit harder with the visual, so he's going to have disadvantage. Making that an 11 to try and hit Meliors.
That misses.
Alright. That's it for the Devil's turn here, and then it is Haven, your go.
Was Mel not dressed like a cultist? Or does the devil not care?
If you recall, the last time you interacted with this devil, he did take your scent.
Smelled me. He smelled me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Was it
lilac.
just... It was just
Yeah,
Mel's
either way.
scent?
Dang.
Mel was the one that he got, like, right up on and, like, took a deep whiff of, yeah.
How's Saren looking?
Alive? You know, not great.
Alright. Haven's gonna move. He's gonna continue the act and hope that they think that he's a cultist. He's gonna move towards Saren and then grapple Saren and try and move Saren out into the hall. Pretending like he's kind of like attacking or wrestling Saren to the ground, but it stumbles out into the hallway. I don't know if we need to make like a check or a save, or if Saren just agrees to this.
It'll be two-sided. If Saren is going to let this happen, then what will happen is that I will have you roll a deception check.
Okay.
Saren would willingly fail the saving throw.
Okay.
So with the grapple, let's see, I'd use 10 feet of movement, so I think I would have 20 left, so I can move him another 10. Something like that.
Yeah.
But
But
I need to do a deception check.
do a deception check. You gotta sell this.
I'm really good at these. That's a 5.
You hear a snarl from the devil. Why run? Handle him right here.
I'm trying to. He's just slippery. I mean, he got the Duke. I'll take care of him.
You are weak. Mel, it's your turn.
Jeez, it's my turn. Okay. Well, there's no one in the room, unfortunately. I was hoping by the time my turn was around, someone would have come in. So I think I'll just move into position so that if someone enters the doorway, maybe Magda and I will have a flank. And then I will prepare a scimitar strike. Actually, before I move, can I have cast move my hunter's mark onto the devil?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then I move and I ready a scimitar strike for if someone enters the room I'm in.
Okay, sounds good. It is our cultists go. And they're going to... move in. So he gets closer, cries out from the jacks around him.
It's a
That
DC
is
15 deck save.
a successful save, so he doesn't get the reduction of speed. But he does alert the others that there is danger here. But that will provoke the held actions of Magda and Melioris, should you wish to use your reactions here.
Yeah. It's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Points of damage.
Is Magda going to take the attack against the cultist?
You muted Ridian, if you're there.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yes, I was. Advantage because I'm flanked, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. I didn't roll with advantage.
Does 17 hit?
A 17 will hit. He's just a cultist.
Great. Is 7 points of piercing damage.
And he goes down. And with that, it is going to be Saren's turn. What does Saren wish to do?
So Saren is gonna jump across and get on the other side of Haven, and then Sacred Flame the Barb Double again from here.
Sure. That is going to be a 23.
Okay, that's fine. And then he's just gonna keep running
Okay.
to that point.
All right. It is
Out of line of sight.
going to be Magda's turn.
Okay. 5, 10. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on the Barb Devil.
Go for it.
Just 13 hit.
A 13 does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Whoops. Go back.
Okay. It is our devil's turn, and the devil is going to half movement, so that's 3. And then Magda, you have a reaction here, should you wish to use it to take an opportunity attack at the devil as it passes
Oh,
through.
yes, please.
Okay.
17.
17 will hit.
That is going to be 5 points of damage. Does my the blood maledict do I roll 1d4 for that too?
Do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. The sword is a magical thingy. So yes, that's 3 more fire damage.
It is immune to fire damage.
Oh, that's fantastic, bag.
It will. So that's 4, 5, and 6. Looking down at you, Haven, you stood alongside one who I am untrustful of. And tail flicks behind him and is going to flick out towards you specifically in this moment, Haven. With a 21 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And you run off to face a cowardly figure instead of shedding its blood upon the holiest of altars. And then he's going to claw out at you towards your face. That is a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Haven, it is your turn.
If I become large, can I still get through these 5-foot wide doorways?
Yeah, you like if you're large, it's like squeezing through a space. But you would not be able to get past a enemy square.
That's fine. I just want the damage reduction.
Yeah.
And the anger. Because this guy called me weak. And I'm anything but weak. Call me weak. I killed your little duke. Just like I'm gonna kill you. Haven's gonna fly into a rage. Right in the face of this thing. Grow to be 9.5 feet tall. Maybe look down on it for a chain. And lash out with his... with my hammer.
Yeah, go for it.
And do I want to do it recklessly? I could do reckless. That's not like a bonus action or anything. That's just a...
It's just something you declare. You just have to do it before your attack is made.
He's made me mad. We're going reckless.
Yeah,
Go
for
big or go home. Gonna die, but it's all worth it.
it. You could have left. 24 will hit.
Max damage. 11 bludgeoning damage.
Is your weapon magical?
Oh, come on.
I mean, I like to think it is, but no.
Alright, it doesn't seem to take as much as you may have hoped.
Got it.
All right. Anything else from Haven?
Don't know if I want to risk moving, so I'll just stand here
Okay.
toe to toe with this thing. Kill
No.
it, just not with fire.
Meliors, it is gonna be your turn.
Alright, well, I marked this thing.
You did.
I'm gonna run up into a flank,
Okay.
and I'm going to strike it a few times with my scimitars with advantage. Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
I don't like that for my damage. That's gonna be 4 plus 1 minimum damage of 5. Yes, I can math. Offhand, right? Oh, that was almost a 20, and then it rolled over. Does the 15 hit?
15 will just hit.
That's 11 points.
Okay.
And Mel will say in Infernal, let the scent of lilac follow you all the way back into the hell.
All right. It is gonna be our cultists go after this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And this cultist, in the corner, is going to take the dash action and move to Magda. And so, it is going to then be Saren, your turn.
Can I see the devil?
You can peek around and see the devil, yeah.
Deck save, so I can get on him.
That is a 16.
Nothing happened.
Alright,
I'll run back.
sounds great. Magda, it's your turn. You've got a cultist in front of you.
Yeah, that's not very nice. I'm going to go ahead and attack the cultist in front of me
Sure.
with my short sword. Oh, come on. Go BTF.
That misses.
With my offhand. Okay,
It is unfortunately another miss.
thank you.
It is going to be the devil's turn, and it is going to flick its tail out towards Mel and try and strike you. But a 10 misses Mel. And then it is going to try and strike at Haven, who went reckless. Making that a 22 to hit Haven.
Yep.
For 5 points of piercing damage as the claw strikes at you.
But I have that.
You do take half of that. And
That would
then
have killed me otherwise.
Haven, it is your turn.
Oh boy. 1 second. Oh, I have advantage now just because of the flank. I don't need to go reckless, huh?
Correct. You are in a flank.
Yes.
Seeing that the hammer didn't work, Haven's gonna drop it and draw out an axe. Actually, yeah, we'll draw out a hand axe, and we'll try and swing with that instead.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just bludgeoning that was the problem, because I think this has happened before with other devils. Does a natural 20 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Perfect. Thank you, Mel. How's about 13, 15 slashing damage?
Still doesn't do quite as much as you hoped, but it's more than what he had before.
And then, I still have a bonus action, huh? I think that I am going to take my chance with this. Can I see down the hall? Not down the hall, but past the devil, past Mel, and past the cultist? Is that like a candelabra in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, it's a candle, like it's an upright candlestick.
So you can't necessarily go to that point.
I would say no. It is occupied. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I won't do a face step then.
I mean, you could get to the corner near your caltrops where you started out.
True. But then I'd leave Mel alone and out of the play. I'm just gonna stay here
Okay.
with my shield and my axe drawn in a fiery rage and hope that I don't die.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that can happen? Melioris, it is going to be your turn.
Okay. Gonna do some more scimitar strike. That's a 24 to hit. And that's gonna be 8 points of damage. And with my offhand, that's an 18 to hit. That's gonna do 11 points.
All right. And anything else from Mel?
That's it.
All right, our cultists are going to
How
go.
does the devil look right now?
Green and full of barbs. Sorry. That was dumb humor on my part, but I enjoyed it. The cultist in front of Magda is going to take a stab. Well, a slash, really. With a 22 to try and hit.
Sure.
That's 2 points of slashing damage. And we got the other ones coming into the room.
Up attack?
If you want, it uses your reaction. That is unfortunately a miss. It's going to move over here to Mel and take a swing. With a 16 to hit Melioris.
Beats it, beats it.
That will be 5 points of slashing damage, and we need a concentration check. Alright, yeah, you're
That's
fine.
19.
And then the last guy. Just gonna hang out over there for now. Alrighty. It is Saren's turn.
Third time's the charm. He's also going to shout at Rhea anytime now.
Rhea is protecting Ballister, who is without any armor or weaponry.
Well, that's silly. Dex save, please.
Just taking the mate.
Someone else took the mace. That's a 9.
That's a fail. Max damage, 8 radiant.
Hell yeah, look at that. Anything else?
Nope.
Magda, it's your turn.
I'll move
Oh.
back. I'll move back.
Okay. Magda, it is your turn.
I would like to rage. My rage is rage.
Oh, if only you had that class ability.
Natural one doesn't hit.
The natural one doesn't hit, but the 21 will.
Okay, that's good. Alright, that's 7 points of piercing, please.
Alright, he's looking a little rough there.
Okay.
It is our devil's turn. And the devil is going to again swipe that tail out at Mel. But a 12 is going to miss. And the claw attack against Haven is also going to miss with a 12. Consistency.
Poor guy.
Haven, it is your turn.
This devil needs to die. He's immune to fire.
It
We've
is...
witnessed that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to be taking as much from my other stuff. You said the cultist by Magda's looking a little rough?
Yeah.
Could I get to the spot between Mel and Rhea with a teleport?
Yeah.
Let's try that. Let's see if we can clear up some of these cultists to make way to fight this devil. I'm sorry, Mel. Haven's gonna use his face step to teleport behind the cultist. They will take 2 fire damage from that teleportation.
Cool, he's dead.
Cool. And then I am going to
Step over the body.
step over the body, and for better or for worse, I'm gonna go between these 2 cultists.
Okay.
And I think not have either of them been hit.
No.
But
But you can change that fact.
that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take a swing at the one by Mel. Reckless attack. Uh, 13 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And I'm gonna add a fire giant strike to that as well. So he will take, that is max damage, that's 11 slashing and 8 fire damage.
He's dead.
Perfect. I think I will just stand right here and glower at the cultist that's in the corner.
Alright.
Mission accomplished.
With that, it is going to be Mel's turn.
Alright. I will continue attacking the devil.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will just hit.
Cool. Cool. That's gonna be 7 points. And then with my offhand, that's a 19 to hit. And it's gonna do, I don't like how many ones I'm rolling. It's gonna do another 10 points.
Alright. Starting to look a little worn here. Still in fighting condition.
Starting to.
Yeah, this
Great.
is a devil. You're
Super.
he's hot shit. Our cultist's turn.
Keeping.
The cultist is going to take a swipe at Saren. Or not Saren, Haven. The cultist now has face step. That is a 16 to hit Haven.
That misses.
Right, you're safe. And as we come to the end of our cultist's turn, we will pick up with Saren's turn at the start of combat in our next session. So, not hang out, we're about to leave. So thank you to our watchers for watching. Thank you to our players for playing. I do hope you all enjoyed this. I did. I will see you guys, of course, in our next stream. But until then, you can head over to willthewitch.com. You can check us out there. You can join us in our Discord if you want to jump in a game yourself or keep up to date with all of our announcements. You can follow us here on Twitch to catch all of our live streams or head over to YouTube to catch our VODs. But as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.